Bismillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi yassir wa la tu'assir wa tammim bil khair. So inshallah, today we will continue lesson number 16 with exercises. But before we move on to the exercises as usual, we will just do a bit of practice of the verbs that we have learned. And inshallah, once they become a part of our everyday learning, then our learning of the verb will be much easier. So we have learned already triliteral verbs, ثلاثي مجرد. What does that mean when we say triliteral verbs or ثلاثي مجرد? What is meant by that?
It has 3 root words.
It has only 3 root letters. Excellent. So
Root letters.
yes, 3 root letters only. For example, as we can see here, we have nasara, so noon, sad and ra, similarly daraba and fataha and samia. So all of them have only 3 root letters. All right, so we have also learned that when we say nasara, that means noon. So what is meant by noon, dad, fa and sin? What is meant by that?
Group, sir.
Okay, so what is meant by that group? For example, can you elaborate a little bit more?
Salasi Mujarrad has 6 groups, sir.
Yes, we have learned 4. Yes, that's right. Okay.
Based on their scale, sir, Ozan.
Based on the scale, on their Ozan. So for example, if I give you a verb and I say that verb is on the pattern of noon, what would that mean?
Sir, we will check फ़ेल al-mudari. If
Yes.
it is on the wazn of yansuru, it will be in the group of noon.
Noon. Or for example, if you are learning a new verb and you don't know if it is like yansuru or yadribu. So as we can see here, the second root letter here, it has dhamma. And here the second root letter has kasra. Here it has fatha and fatha. So you don't know, for example. So when I tell you that it's from bab nasara, so you will directly reach there that it will be nasara yansuru. For example, kataba yaktubu.
Yaktubu.
Excellent. All right. So we have learned that nasara yansuru mudari, then masdar is always for the thulathi mujarrad, for the triliteral verbs. Masdar is always it's like different. It's based on awzan, but there is no specific rule like why it is nasran or darban or fathan. Again, they are all sama'i. Sama'i means that's how the Arabs said, and that's how we have them in the language. So nasara yansuru nasran, and then we have learned how to make fail al-amr. So you will say unsur, and fail al-nahi will be la tansur. Okay, why it is unsur?
Sir, if the second root letter with the dhamma,
Excellent.
the फ़ेल al-amr will start with dhamma. Else it will start with kasra.
Excellent, perfect, ahsant. So for example, the second root letter here we see dhamma, as we have discussed earlier that dhamma comes with dhamma. So it will be unsur. So when we see that the second root letter has dhamma, then fail al-amr will be on the pattern of unsur. And fail al-nahi is also simple. It's basically the mudari, and from mudari, what we do, we make the ending sakin, it becomes la tansur. Unsur, la tansur. So nasara, yansuru, nasran, unsur, la tansur. Now what I wanted to tell you, inshallah, from tomorrow, also we will add the doer al-fa'il and the receiver al-maf'ul as well. So tomorrow, inshallah, please remind me, we will learn in the beginning of the lesson how to make al-fa'il and al-maf'ul, because also we need to know as well. So first we will learn for the triliteral verbs, and after learning for the triliteral verbs, we will move to the derived forms or the extended forms of the verb. So similarly, daraba yadribu darban, idrib and la tadrib. So why it is idrib? Because the second root letter has kasra, so that's why fail al-amr will be idrib, it will be with kasra. Similarly, bab fataha, which is fa, fataha yaftahu fathan, iftah and la taftah. And then the fourth one is samia yasma'u sam'an, isma' and la tasma'. I hope, inshallah, that you have memorized them and you must memorize them inshallah now, because it's been like a month that we are talking about these abwab. Okay, now we move on to the ثلاثي مزيد فيه. So when we say mazid fi, that means there will be addition of one letter or two letters or three letters. Okay, the root letters will not change. The root letters will be the same, but there will be some addition. For example, in the second form of the verb, or in the second group, there is addition of tashdid, right? So yesterday I gave you the example, which is sabbaha yusabbihu tasbihan. Do you remember that? Sabbaha yusabbihu tasbihan. So this is verb form number 2. What is the original of this one? The original form, fa'ala. Are you with me? Fa'ala yufa'ilu taf'ilan. So this is basically number 2, which is the derived verb form number 2, which will always have extra tashdid. So the root letters will be sin, ba, and ha. But this tashdid means that this ba happens to be twice. And when a root letter has the same origin and it happens twice together, then it is merged with tashdid, so it becomes sabbaha yusabbihu tasbihan. And yesterday we also learned how to make fi'l al-amr. Fi'l al-amr is very simple from derived forms. 2 things or 3 things from the derived forms are very, very interesting and simple. Number 1, the masdar is always fixed. The masdar will never change. For example, fa'ala yufa'ilu taf'ilan, sabbaha yusabbihu tasbihan, nazzala yunazzilu tanzilan, kadhaba yukadhibu takziban. Excellent. So the masdar will never change. That's number 1. Number 2, the mazid fi forms, the names of the groups are based on the masdar. So basically, this is the name of the group as well. For example, when we say group 2, that means it will be taf'ilan or taf'ilun. Yeah. And then how to make fi'l al-amr. Yesterday I gave you the shortest possible way, but then I realized that we shouldn't go through, or we shouldn't follow that one. This is very simple, how to make fi'l al-amr from the derived forms and how to make fi'l al-nahi. So you know 2 things, or at least 1 thing of making fi'l al-amr. How do we make fi'l al-amr?
The last one must be sakin.
Okay, perfect. So the last one has to be sakin. We make it sakin. All right. What's
remove
step number 2?
Alama of mudare.
We have to remove the symbol of mudare. So we remove. All right. What's number 3? If it is readable, fi'l mudari is ready.
Yes.
Okay. If it's not readable, only then we have to add hamzatul wasl. Do you remember? I explained it earlier as well, that if it is readable, then there is no need to add hamzatul wasl. So do we need to add hamzatul wasl?
No, here no need.
It's readable, right? Sabbih. Sabbih. So your fi'l al-amr is ready. So sabbih will be the fi'l al-amr. So what we did here, basically, we followed the same steps. What we did, we first made the last one sakin, and then we removed our alamatul mudari, so it has become our fi'l al-amr, sabbih. Okay, how to make nahi?
Add la. La, we should have used la.
So we have to first,
sakin.
the ending has to be sakin. Excellent.
Sakin.
So we make it sakin, and then when we add la, so it becomes fi'l al-amr, so it will be la tusabbih. It will be, our fi'l al-amr will be ready, so it should be la tusabbih. So our fi'l al-amr is ready as well. So now for the mazid fi form, we know how to make fi'l al-amr and we know how to make fi'l al-nahi for the second group. Sabbaha yusabbihu tasbihan, sabbih and la tusabbih. Okay, so inshallah I will give you 2 or 3 verbs that you can practice by yourselves And then tomorrow, inshallah, we will continue with the third group, which is what is the third group and the fourth group? What do we add?
Alif, fa, ala.
For the third group, we add alif. Okay, so it will be fa'ala yufa'ilu. Okay, and the fourth one, what do we add?
Af'ala.
We add hamza. Af'ala yufa'ilu, right? So tashdid alif hamza, that's what you need to remember. Okay, basically all these derived forms have been explained in book 3, but inshallah, since we have come across in this lesson, lesson number 16, so I would like you to take little by little. So by the time we reach book number 3, inshallah, you have already mastered the derived forms of the verb, and we need to do them gradually because they are like around 10. So if we do them at once, it will be a burden, but if we take one by one, it will be inshallah much easier. And that's the only part which is extra. After doing this, we will go back to the lesson. Any questions as of now based on this one?
So can you please repeat the groups? Hamza alif, sorry, Tajdid alif Hamza. The group 3 is Fa'ala.
Fa'ala yufa'ilu, that's right.
That means Fa'in alif lam.
Fa alif ain lam.
Fa alif ain. Okay.
Yes, it will be. Oh, yeah, okay. So it will be fa ala. So it will be with alif. Fa'ala yufa'ilu. And then the fourth one, what is that? Af'ala yufa'ilu. The same that we are learning here in this lesson, which is arada yuridu. If you remember arada yuridu, so af'ala yufa'ilu if'alan, okay? So these are the 3. So here tashdid is extra, here alif is extra, and here hamza is extra. Why do I say this is alif and this is hamza?
Because alif we don't pronounce it in that. So this hamza we
Alif is always empty, yeah? It is always empty. It does not have any sign or any vowel on that. Whenever we put any vowel on that, it becomes hamza. So alif is always empty, and it never comes in the beginning of the word. It always comes in the middle or in the end. For example, we say ma mim alif, ma hada, it comes in the end or it comes in the middle. Whereas hamza can come in the beginning, in the middle, and in the end. All right, so I hope you tried doing exercises for lesson number 16. So we go back to the lesson now, inshallah, and we do our exercises now. All right, so can you see the book now?
Yes.
Okay, so now number 2 we have already finished, but here number 2, sahih. So what kind of verb is this, and what happened over here? Which group is this? Group number 1 and number 2. This is group number 2. Which is fa'ala yufa'ilu. Excellent. So it was basically sahhaha yusahhihu tashihan. So sahhaha means that you correct something. So the fi'l al-amr will be sahih, as we have learned today. For example, sabbih. So sahih, this is the fi'l al-amr of the second form of the verb. Okay, we have completed lesson exercise 1 and 2, and today we move on to number 3. This is basically, it has one of the weak root letters, and we have not learned about how to make fi'l al-amr from the weak root letters, but inshallah we are going to learn it soon in the following lessons. Inshallah, the lessons that we have from 17 to 30, these lessons are very important, full of lots of information, and inshallah lots of new ideas as well. So inshallah in the next lesson we will learn like why it is ba and how we changed it into fi'l al-amr. So the only thing that we should know as of now, that this is also fi'l al-amr. Is it? Can you wada yada'u, and then we make ba.
Da.
Okay, so can you please complete the text here?
Da fil al faraghi fima yali al fil yuridu ba'da isnadihi إلى الضمائر المناسبة.
Excellent. So what we have to do, we have to fill in the blanks with the verb yuridu with isnad. Isnad means conjugation. Isnad means conjugation to suitable pronouns. So what we have to do, we have to conjugate the verb yuridu. Yuridu is the fourth group of the mazid fi, which is arada yuridu iradatan. Okay, so yuridu means he wants. Yuridu means he wants. Now, all the blanks that we have to fill, we have to use the forms of yuridu, which can be turidu, which can be yuriduna. If you have memorized like how to make the 14 forms, as I told you, it's only your one-time investment. If you memorize only one verb, then based on that verb, you can make many or like hundreds of different forms based on that. For example, yuridu, and for the two, it will be yuridani, and for the plural, it will be yuridu. And for the feminine, it will be turidu, turidani, yuridna. Excellent. Then for the mukhatab, turidu, turidani, turiduna. Excellent. Turidina,
turidani,
turidna.
Nuridu.
Perfect. Now, inshallah, you should be able to do this exercise. So, ماذا يا إخوانو?
Turiduna, because we address it.
Yeah, we have ya إخوانو, so that means we are talking to mukhatab, plural, masculine. So what do you want, oh brothers? So it will be ماذا تريدون. Una, if you remember the una sound both in the verb and the noun, it is for the masculine plural, una. So ماذا تريدون يا إخوانو? What do you want, oh brothers? Okay, number 2.
أختي تريد هذا القلم.
هذا القلم. Okay, أختي تريد هذا القلم. My sister wants this pen. أختي تريد. So أختي means she, right? And then it refers to, when we say she, it will be turidu. And when it will be,
can we say uridu?
أختي أريد.
Ukhti, my sister, uridu, I need hadal kalam, I need this pen.
Akhi yuridu. You can say.
Then we'll have a comma
This,
after
yeah,
أختي.
then there, we have to talk about alamat al-tarqim. Yani we have to have the forms that we are used like comma or full stop or punctuation.
Yes,
so the punctuation, if there is punctuation mark, maybe
then we can say this.
Yeah, then it's fine. Ukhti, then you stop, pause. Uridu hadal qalama, I want this pen. Then it will be fine. But here there is no punctuation mark. So then we will say Ukhti turidu hadal qalama, my sister wants this pen.
Okay.
All right, number 3.
أتريدين هذا المجلة
يا ليلى. أتريدين هذه المجلة يا ليلى. Oh Layla, do you want this magazine? Excellent. تريدين. Okay, number 4.
الصحيفة تريد أم مجلة يا سيدي.
Again.
الصحيفة تريد أم مجلة.
Is it صحيفة?
الصحيفة.
Is it صحيفة? الصحيفة. Yes.
الصحيفة.
Yes.
مجلة
يا سيدي.
تريدين.
Okay.
سيدي.
كيف؟ يا سيدي. Oh my. Oh sir. So كيف تريدين? Oh gentleman. Yeah. So it will be you want for the second person masculine. الصحيفة تريد أم مجلة يا سيدي. Okay. Why do we have صحيفة as mansub?
مفعول به.
It's maf'ul bihi. Excellent. Turidu is the 6th form of the verb. That's number 1. Number 2, why has it come in the beginning of the sentence?
This is a question.
Combination of a and if you remember the combination of a and then we should know that whatever noun follows a, the same noun should follow So أصحيفة تريد أم مجلة يا سيدي. It's the use of a and So this one we have learned like in the beginning of book 2, lesson number 2 or 3. So whatever noun follows a, it should follow أصحيفة تريد أم مجلة يا سيدي.
This is also harf istifham.
It is harf istifham, of course.
It also demands the start of the sentence.
Of course, whenever we start a question, we have to start with the question word.
This is either or, no, sir. Either or.
Do you want a newspaper or
This one, is it?
So or
Either.
Yeah. Either. No, it's only. Do you want this or? Or is used for option.
This or.
Either is used the use of imma. Inshallah, we will learn later. So it's or. Now, should I ask you a question? What do you? How would you differentiate between or when we say and how when we differentiate when we use aw? What's the difference between aw and
Always the hamza will precede
Okay.
It is the form of
There will be a hamzatul istifham which is preceding whereas
Okay.
aw doesn't
Aw is
have
the
that
form.
particle which is preceding that.
That's right. Okay. All right. Number 5.
أنا أريد أشياء كثيرة من السوق.
I want a lot of things from the market. أنا أريد. Excellent. Yes.
ماذا تريدين يا
هذا يريدنا يريدنا
What do you want,
أخواتي.
my sisters?
Okay. One thing we should remember that whenever we talk about the mukhatab always involves ta, whereas the ghaib involves ya. So it should be ta.
ماذا
turidna ya akhawati. Turidna. Always, whenever we talk about the mukhatab, it always involves ta. For example,
Ta.
turiduna, turidna. Turidu, turidina. So all forms, they consist of ta. So that means we are talking about the mukhatab. So akhawati, my sisters. So it will be madha turidna ya akhawati. What do you want, oh my sisters? Yes, next one.
نحن نريد مصحفا صغيرا.
صغيرا.
صغيراً.
نحن نريد مصحفا صغيرا. We want a small copy of the Quran. Okay. الطلاب
يريدون دفاترهم.
يريدون. Excellent. Look, whenever we have a noun and the noun is without ya, that means it is third person. غائب. الطلاب الرجال المسلمون بلال وحامد. So whenever we have the names, it is always the third person. And now, as I told you earlier, that the third person starts with ya, except for the singular feminine. So it will be ya. So yuriduna and yuridna. So yuriduna and yuridna is for the ghaib, for the third person. Turiduna and turidna is for the second person. All right. So at-tullabu yuriduna dafatirahum. The students want their notebooks. And the same here, al-mudarrisatu, again it's a noun. So yuridna at-tabashira.
Tabashir.
Excellent. So yuriduna for the students, tullab and mudarrisat yuridna. Excellent. Tabashira, the chalks that are used for writing. These days we have whiteboard markers and all that, but in the past we used to use these chalks. So tabashir, yes. So al-mudarrisatu yuridna at-tabashira. Al-mudiru huwa. Okay, al-mudiru yuridu qa'imata asma'it tullabi. Okay, what will be the translation?
List of the name of students.
Yeah, the manager wants the list
manager
of the
wants the list.
names of the students. Okay. Yes,
So,
al-mudarrisu, yes.
in number 10, like we have
Mudaf
we have
and mudaf
first
ilayh.
mudaf alayh and then a second mudaf alayh.
That's right, yeah.
Oh.
So the first one will be only mudaf. The first noun will always be mudaf. The second one will be both. It will be
Is a
both.
mudaf alayh for qaimata and mudaf
Yes,
for
for the
at-tullabi.
next noun that precedes it. That's right. So we will say mudaf, and then it is mudaf, mudaf alayh, and this is only mudaf ilayh. The teacher wants the list of students' names. يسأل المدرس, the teacher asks, okay, كل من الطلاب هذين السؤالين. The teacher asks every student these two questions. هذين, have you ever come across this word before?
هذين هذان.
We know هذا. We have learned هذا, and we have learned هذه, and we have learned هؤلاء, right? So هذا means this for masculine, هذه this for feminine, and هؤلاء is used for both. What about هذين?
هذين, this is mansoob, sir.
Yeah, it is mansoob, but it is used for what? Aini is the sound of what?
Dual sound.
The dual sound. Excellent. Ani, aini, aini. So this is basically hada means this. Hadani means these two. Hadani means these two. And hadani is also flexible. So it will be hadani, hadaini, hadaini. Okay, hadani, hadaini, hadaini. So hadani is used for the dual, these two, when it is marfu', and hadaini will be used when it is mansoob or majroor. So the teacher asks every student these two questions, hadaini as-su'alaini, these two questions. So please write it down if you didn't know earlier that hada is used for one, singular masculine, this, and then hadani means these two. Hadani will be marfu' and hadaini will be mansoob and hadaini will be majroor.
So the dual will not be mabni, no start. So this would be
the dual is not mabni, that's right. All asma'ul ishara are mabni except for the dual masculine and feminine. We also had for the feminine as well. Hatani, hataini, hataini. Inshallah, when we come across, we will also discuss about them. But as of now, please focus on the masculine dual for ismul ishara, which is hadani, hadaini, hadaini. And here it is mansoob because it is maf'ul bihi. Yas'al al-mudarrisu, the teacher asks. So yas'alu is fi'l, al-mudarrisu is fa'il, and then it demands two maf'ul. One is kullan and the other is hadaini as-su'alaini. Two mafa'il bihi or maf'ilani bihi. It requires two. Some verbs need one maf'ul bihi and some of them need or they require two. So yas'alu is also the one that requires two objects, I should say. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. ماذا تريد وماذا يريد زميلك? So ماذا تريد وماذا يريد زميلك? So this is like kind of activity. So I think either I can ask you or you can ask yourselves or we can do it together. For example, I ask Irfan. So Irfan, ماذا تريد?
أريد إجازة يا شيخ.
أريد إجازة, yeah. Okay. Okay. So I want break. Okay. وماذا يريد زميلك? And what does your friend want? يريد إجازة أيضا.
أيضا. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
so he also wants leave. Okay. So one of the sisters, ماذا تريدين? What do you want?
أريد أن يشرب الشاي.
Okay. أريد أن يشرب الشاي. I want to drink.
I think أشرب الشاي.
أشرب الشاي, or you can say أريد الشاي. I want tea, right?
الشاي.
Okay. وماذا تريد زميلتك? And what does your friend want?
تريد
يريدنا.
لا, she wants. So تريد.
تريد
مصحفا صغيرا.
مصحفا كبيرا. She wants a big copy of the Quran. Okay, so yuridu means you want. Sorry, he wants, and turidu means she wants for the masculine, feminine. Okay. So here we have basically the instructions. Ala marhalatain. There are 2 stages. So this is like the teacher gives instructions to the students, and then the students do it on the board, which we cannot do physically here. So inshallah, I'm sure you will be able to do it by yourselves. Do you need to, or do you want to read the text, or shall we move on to the next question?
So what does yuhaddid means?
Haddada is to fix someone
Limit.
or to designate someone. So, okay, ala marhalatain, there are 2 stages. Fil marhalatil ula, in the first stage, yuhaddidu al-mudarrisu jawab al-talibi. So the teacher designates the student to answer. Wa yutimmu dhalika, and it will be done like this. Okay, atamma yutimmu, it is the 4th form of the verb. Haddada yuhaddidu tahdidan is the 2nd form of the verb. Now, inshallah, you should be able to figure out. Imma, we have learned the use of imma. No, we have learned the use of amma. فَأَمَّا الْيَتِيمَ فَلَا تَقْهَرْ. But imma we have not learned. It means either. Imma bil isharati ila ashiyai, either by pointing towards the things. Wa imma bi kitabati asma'in ashiya ala saburati, or by writing the names of the things on the board. So imma bil isharati, either by pointing ila ashiya, towards the things. Like, for example, what is this? Ma hadha wa ma dhalika. And then you answer about that if we have those things, and then you can answer. وَإِمَّا بِكِتَابَةِ أَسْمَاءٍ أَشْيَاءَ عَلَى السَّبُورَةِ, or by writing, بِكِتَابَةِ, by writing أَسْمَاءَ, the names of things on the board. وفي المرحلة الثانية يكون الجواب غير محدد. So in the second stage, the answer will be, it will not be controlled by the teacher. The student can answer by himself. So it's like kind of activity which is, the first part is controlled by the teacher and the second part is not controlled by the teacher. So it's controlled dialogue and uncontrolled dialogue. So now you know these words. Haddada yuhaddidu, atamma yutimmu. So haddada is the 2nd form and atamma yutimmu is the 4th form. All right, da fil faraghi, fill in the blanks, fima yali mu'annath. So mu'annath, what do you think? Which form is this? Form 1, group 1, group 2?
Annasa. Form 2.
2, yeah? 2 or 4?
2 starts.
Why is that?
Annasa. Because the shadda is there, because the form
Tasdeed
4
is there,
doesn't
yeah.
have shadda.
Get that.
But
Okay, so this
Hamza is also there.
Hamza is also there. So it is annatha yu'annisu ta'nithan, which is 4th. So there is a possibility that we have Hamza and we can have tasdeed together. For example, here atamma yutimmu. So this form also has tasdeed as well. So when we see there, if there is Hamza over there, then that means it is the 4th form of the verb. So alhamdulillah, at least we are trying now to figure out. And once we get into the detail, inshallah, it will be much easier. So mu'annath al-asma'i ad-dalati ala al-alwani kama huwa muwaddahun fil amthilati. What about muwaddahun? Which
Wadda'a.
form?
Wadda'a. It is form 2.
Waddaha yuwaddahu. So that's why I told you today, inshallah, that tomorrow we will learn how to make al-fa'il and al-maf'ul for the trilateral verb, and then we will also learn how to make from the derived forms of the verb, so that inshallah in the coming lessons you will be able to figure out by yourselves. I told you one thing, if you remember, that if a noun starts with mu,
second last letter, sir.
okay, if it starts with mu and then the second last has kasra,
That
then it
is
will be the doer.
4.
Yes, sir.
Four
Ismul
it
fa'il,
is-
if
yeah.
fatha, then ismul maf'ul.
Excellent. So mu'annath is also ismul maf'ul, and muwaddahun is also ismul maf'ul. Muwaddahun, as it is explained. If you say muwaddahun with kasra, that means the one who explains.
Ism file.
Yeah, ismul fa'il. Excellent. So inshallah we will take it in the coming lessons. Okay, so qalamun ahmaru, red pen, haqibatun hamra'u, a red bag, sha'run aswadu, black hair, and lihyatun sawda'u, black beard. So why do we have here ahmaru and here hamra'u and aswadu and sawda'u?
Because Sifa
Muzakkar
Mansub will
Muannas.
share the gender.
Okay, so for the masculine, the colors will be on the pattern of af'alu, which is ahmaru and aswadu, and for the feminine, it will be on the pattern of fa'alau, which is hamra'u and sawda'u. And both of them are mamnu min as-sarf, yani they do not accept tanween. Similarly, we have mindilun abiyadu, white handkerchief, and a white handkerchief, and waraqatun bayda'u, a white paper. Okay, malifun asfaru, a white file.
Sir, if it is manadil,
Milafun, sorry, milafun. Yeah, that's right.
Milakun.
لا
Spoon,
milafun.
teacher,
Milafun. نعم.
Spoon, Ustad.
sir ji,
Where is spoon?
Files.
What is a milakun?
Milafun, the folder or a
Milafun.
file. The
Okay,
folder
fine.
that we have where we put our documents. نعم يا
sir,
عرفان.
I have a question, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, if we have manadilu, then bayda'u or
Bayda'u.
abyadu,
Bayda'u.
No, bayda'u.
because we will consider it as feminine.
Feminine, singular feminine. Yeah. So that's the beautiful beauty of the Arabic language, that how it changes and how the things are involved and changed. So mindil is considered as masculine, but when we say manadil, then it will be considered as feminine. So since it's mawsuf sifa, so the sifa has to be according to the mawsuf. So mindilun abyadu wa manadilu bayda'u. Milafun asfaru, red file. Siyaratun,
Red, Ustad.
Safar.
Asfar is yellow, Ustad.
yellow, that's right, yeah.
سيارة
Sayyaratun sufrau.
Safra'u, baqaratun safra'u, yeah. A red car and sorry, a yellow car and a yellow cow. Baqaratun safra'u. Okay, qamisun akhdaru, a green shirt.
شجرة
Shajaratun
خضراء
draw.
Khadra'u, yes, a green tree. Shajaratun khadra'u. Okay, rajulun asmaru, a brown man. Imra'atun
سمراء
samra'u, a
Samra.
brown woman. Okay, اقرأ ما يلي, read the following. متأملا, pondering or reflecting al-asma ad-dalata al-alwani. So we have to learn now the nouns that denote colors in the following sentences. So inshallah, when we learn how to make ismul fa'il, so then we will say that dalun is the one who guides someone towards something, and dalatun is for the feminine. For example, there is a hadith which is ad-dalu ala al-khayri kafa'ilihi. The one who leads or guides people towards khayr is the one who does it. So ad-dalata is the feminine who does something. So iqra ma yali muta'ammilan. Okay, what do you think? Why it is mansub? Try.
It's like an adverb of the state.
It's the adverb of state, which is called hal, yeah? By reflecting, by denoting. So whenever we have the ing form, then it is like considered as hal.
Then it should be a masdar, Ustad.
It has to be ismul fa'il or masdar. It can be ismul fa'il as well. So muta'ammil is the one who reflects, and muta'ammilan by reflecting or denoting, as it is translated here. All right, so who is going to read the first one?
شعر رأسي أسود ولحيتي بيضاء. The hair of my head is black and my beard is white.
Okay. Yes, number 2.
أريد قلما أزرق وحقيبة حمراء. I want
A blue pen.
blue pen and a حمراء is red bag and a red bag.
And a red bag. Okay. هو أسمر وزوجته أيضا سمراء. He is brown and his wife is also brown. Okay. Husband, yeah, wife, زوجته. Sorry.
Nothing.
Okay.
سيارة المدير خضراء وسيارة المدرس بيضاء.
وسيارة المدرس بيضاء.
مدرسي. Okay. So the سيارة of the mudir,
is green.
the manager or the chief, is green, whereas the mudarrisi, the teacher, is also بيضاء. It's white
white.
as well.
And the car of the teacher is white. All right, number 5.
هذه البقرة سوداء جميلة.
Okay, now if you want to speak, you can open your mic and then you can answer the question. هذه البقرة السوداء جميلة. This black cow is beautiful. Okay. ما أجمل هذه الزهرة الحمراء. هذه الزهرة الحمراء. How beautiful this flower.
Red flower.
How beautiful this red flower is. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's exclamation. So it will be translated as how beautiful this red flower is. Okay. هاتي ورقة بيضاء.
Give me a white paper.
Okay. Hati for the masculine, and for the feminine it will be Hati for the feminine, right? Ya will be added. So if you're asking your son, you will say Hati, and if you're asking your daughter, then you will say Hati waraqatan bayda'a, and get me or bring me a white paper. Okay, next.
Liman هذه السيارة الصفراء. To whom does this yellow car belongs to?
Yeah, or whose this yellow car is. Okay. Liman هذه السيارة الصفراء. All right. Number 9.
هذا الدفتر ذو الغلاف الأصفر لك يا حفصة.
Lucky, right? Lucky. Yeah, Hafsa.
Is this book? No, does this white the
is translated as is. Okay, so is this notebook with yellow cover? Yours or Hafsa? So is this notebook with yellow cover yours or Hafsa? And if you want to translate it with does, so does this notebook with a yellow cover belong to you or Hafsa? But it's better to translate it as is, because this is Hamzatul Istifham, which is used to ask yes no question. Yeah. For example, anta talibun, are you a student? So the answer will be na'am or la. Okay, ما أجمل تلك الشجرة الخضراء التي أمام الجامعة. Okay, how beautiful that green tree is, which is in front of the university. So ma ajmala, if you remember this expression, it is used to express your, to exclaim, it's to when you are expressing your, what do we call that? When you're wonder, yes, when you're amazed, ta'ajjub, yes. So when you're amazed and you want to praise something, then you will say, ma ajmala tilka ash-shajarat al-khadra'a, how beautiful that green tree is, allati amam al-jami'ati, which is in front of the university. Why allati and why not alladhi?
Because it is feminine.
Shajara is feminine.
Excellent. So this ism al-mawsul will be used as feminine as well. Amam al-jami'ati, why jami'ati is majroor?
Because it's mudaf ilayh.
Amam is used as mudaf in front of the university.
Or it can also be like after the zarf, it will be
mudaf ilayh. It will be mudaf ilayh. Zarf and mudaf ilayh, we call it. Okay, ضع في الفراغ فيما يلي كلمة تدل على لون مناسب So now we have to fill in the blanks with suitable words denoting colors. Lawn, and the plural is
ألوان.
alwan. Excellent. Alwan. Lawn and alwan. Okay. Alwanun.
Spoken.
Yes, color and colors. Okay. Now you have to use suitable words from your own, 𝗕𝗱𝗀𝗀𝗃, from your own construction. شعر راسك
شعر رأسك أبيض. شعر رأسك أبيض ولحيتك.
Okay, excellent. Yes, please try.
ولحيتك بيضاء.
بيضاء. Okay. और شعر رأسك أسود ولحيتك سوداء. أسود وسوداء. Okay, number 2. حقيبتي
حمراء.
حمراء.
Sorry.
Okay, حمراء or سوداء or whatever color it is. My bag is red.
صفراء.
Okay, صفراء, yellow. All right, so you can answer, or you can put any of the, but make sure that we put the feminine color because حقيبتي means my bag. Yeah, حقيبة is feminine.
Bag.
Okay, number 3.
هاتي قلم أسود
أسود
ورقة بيضاء.
Okay, now why do you say أسود and بيضاء? Why do you put it مرفوع?
أزرق and
Yes.
بيضاء.
You see, because this qalam is what is this?
منصوب.
No. This is masuf and then the sifa. So they should be equal in number, gender, and also the i'rab should be the same status. So هذه قلما أزرق وورقة زرقاء. So if you want to say blue, so or white, or ورقة بيضاء. So ورقة is mansub, so the color that follows it has to be mansub as well. Similarly, qalaman is also mansub, and also the noun that follows it will be mansub as well. So hati qalaman, let's say azraqu, azraqa, and waraqatan bayda'a. Why it is qalaman?
Because it's مفعول به.
Yeah, when we make fi'l al-amr, in fi'l al-amr, the doer is inbuilt. Yeah. So hati, yani you bring. Yeah. Hati is the verb, and anta or anti is the
inside
subject, and then qalaman is maf'ul bihi. Mashallah, you remember all the things. Excellent. Number 4.
نحن نكتب بالقلم الأزرق والمدرس يكتب بالقلم الأحمر.
Ahmari, yes. So normally we know that these colors are mamnu min as-sarf, but when they are used with al, then they will accept kasra.
or they come as a mudaf like construction, then that
yeah, that's later, but as of now, yeah, based on this one. So when we use them with al for the noun that comes before them has al lam tarif, then these colors will also accept al, and they will be majroor as well, because we know that when the noun, when we add lam tarif or when we add al, then it can accept kasra. So نحن نكتب بالقلم الأزرق, we write with the blue pen. والمدرس يكتب بالقلم الأحمر, and the teacher writes with the red pen. So we will use al now because it is al qalam. So because it has al, that's why the color that follows
so
it will
cannot
be
be a
also.
mudaf. Okay.
No, it will be masuf sifa. Colors are always used as adjective. Okay, number 5. Sayyarati, my car. Excellent.
وسيارتي زميلي بيضاء.
Okay, so what color is your car? Sayyarati? زرقاء. Okay, my car is blue. سيارتي زرقاء وسيارة زميلي بيضاء. White. Excellent. My car is blue and my friend's car is white. Okay, now سيارتي بيضاء. Why it is u? Yes, your answer was perfect, but and you should know why you should.
That is what I am unable to do, Ustad. Don't know
Because
why.
It's very
Come to
simple.
the explanation part, really, I am re-listening the lessons, but sometimes I am unable to explain.
Okay, no, it's perfect. Yani, it's subject predicate, mubtada khabar, you know.
Okay.
Nominal sentence consists
Only
of
thing
only
is this
two
here
parts.
is mudaf mudaf ilayh,
The
because
singularity is mudaf ilayh, but it is subject, right?
but it is comes as a mubtada.
Yeah,
Yes, Ustad.
so it is subject, mubtada, and then we know that mubtada is always marfu, and then the khabar will also be marfu. So sayyarati bayda'u wa sayyaratu zamili zarqa'u. Excellent. Okay, number 6. Liman ذلك البيت. Okay, what's the ending of bayt?
So this is also
ذلك البيت is the mubtada.
yeah, because zoo is there.
Okay,
that means
yes, that's right.
Dhamma.
Excellent. So you can correlate from Dhamma, but we know that liman is jar majroor, which can never be the subject. So it will be predicate. Yeah.
Khabar muqaddam.
Yeah, that's right. So ذلك البيت is subject, and we know that subject is always.
Even from
marfu.
zoo also we can understand that,
That's
because
right.
this zoo
Yeah.
is wow.
That's right. Okay, so liman ذلك البيت ذو الباب الأحمر. Okay, so whose house is this with, which has a red door. Okay, that's right. Okay. ما أجمل هذه البقرة. How beautiful this
الصفراء.
excellent الصفراء.
موصوف صفة.
Yes, how beautiful this yellow cow is. Okay, number 8. قتلت. Excellent.
Because it's
البلدية is feminine. We can see from the ta marbuta. So the noun that comes, the verb, sorry, that comes before it will be, yes, قتلت البلدية, the municipality, the municipal or the community of that place. Okay, they killed the dog. الكلب sorry. الأسود الذي كان في الشارع. So the municipality, they killed that black dog that was in the street. Shouldn't have done that. Anyways. لا تكتب بالقلم Don't write with
أبيض.
القلم الأبيض. Okay. The qalam is masculine. Qalam is masculine. It doesn't have any reason why it should be feminine.
Aswadi.
بالقلم الأسود الأحمر.
Aswadi.
Yes, al-ahmari. Yeah. Normally we are not allowed to write by the red pen, so don't write with the red pen. لا تكتب بالقلم الأحمر. لا تكتب. What kind of construction is this?
Nahi.
Excellent. Nahi. When you prohibit someone from doing something. Okay. Al-mindilu.
Al-mindilu al-abiyadu.
That
is again Mawsuf Sifat construction.
Yes, that's
so
right.
we should get the Dhamma also in this Al-1.
Yes, so al-mindilu al-abiyadu wasikhun. So al-mindilu al-abiyadu is mubtada and wasikhun is khabar. The white handkerchief is dirty. All right, so now we have to only reflect ta'ammal ma yali. Khalidun, Hamidun, Aliyun, Hishamun. So these nouns are flexible. They are munsarif, and they will have 3 states. For example, Khalidun, Khalidun, Khalidin, Hamidun, Hamidan, Hamidin, Aliyun, Aliyan, Aliyin, Hishamun, Hishaman, Hishamin. So it's like a normal noun. For example, Rajulun, Rajulan, Rajulin. But Umaru, wa Zufaru, wa Hubalu, wa Zuhalu, they are partially flexible. Mamnu min as-sarf. Why? Because they are on the pattern of fu'alu. So we can see here Hubalu is ismu sanamin, it's the name of an idol. Wa Zuhalu is ismu kawkabin, is the name of a star like Saturn. So these nouns are mamnu min as-sarf. We have learned about this or discussed about this in the beginning of the lesson. So 𝗓𝗲, 𝗓𝗱, 𝗓𝗏, and ذُحَلُ. So when I want to say that this noun is the second state and the third state, what will be the mansub and the majroor?
Umara.
Yes, so Khalidun, Khalidin, but this one will be Umaru, Umara, Zufaru, Zufara, and then the next two will be the same because they do not accept tanween and they do not accept kasra. Again, we have to reflect the amal ma yali. So now we have the name Amrun. So Amrun is flexible, munsarif. And why it is munsarif? Because it is not, there is no reason why it should be ghair munsarif. So هذا الطالب اسمه عمرو. This student's name is Amr. أين عمرو? Where is Amr? ضرب عمرو عمر. Here Amrun is the subject and Umara is the object. Daraba is the verb. So Amr struck Umar. Yeah, that's right. And Amrun talibun jadidun. Amrun is a new student. So what we need to know here that the noun or the word Amrun is flexible. So it will be Amrun when it is marfu, Amran when it is mansub, and Amrin when it is majroor. So when it is marfu and majroor, extra waw will be added so that we can differentiate between Umar and Amr. So this is why waw is added to differentiate between Umar and Amrun. And here the examples are, for example, Ara'ayta Amran, did you see Amr? Sa'al al-mudarrisu Amran asilatan kathiratan, the teacher asked Amr a lot of questions. And Daraba Umaru Amran. Here, who is the doer and who is the receiver of the action?
Umar is the file and Amr is the maf'ul.
Excellent. So that's why
Amrun.
this time Umar is the one who is doing action and Amr is the one who is the receiver of the action. That's why Umaru is marfu and Amran is mansub. Any questions?
So I have a question. It's not related to this, but in Surah Nuh, where is it? It's like La tazarunna waddan wala su'an. So three of the Yaghutha wa Ya'uq wa Nasra. So Yaghutha and Ya'uq are like
they're also Mamnu min as-sarf, the names of
Mamnu min as-sarf, and the
yeah?
Wad and Su'a and Nasra are with the tanween. So is there, like you said, there's no reason for Amr to be
Amrun is it's an Arabic name. It's not a non-Arabic name. It's same like Bilalun or Muhammadun or Salimun. Yes.
Okay.
For a noun to be partially flexible, it has to have two reasons. So when we say
because it is proper,
it's a proper noun. And if it's an Arabic name, then it's fine. For example, Muhammadun is Arabic name, Bilalun, Salimun, Hamidun, all of them are Arabic names, okay? So they are flexible. If a name is non-Arabic, for example, George or Ibrahim, it's like George, but in Arabic they say George, or Ibrahimu, Ismailu. So these are non-Arabic names, yeah? So Ojma. So Ojma means that they have to be non-Arabic. So for two reasons, a noun has to be non-Arabic. So it's a proper noun, it's alam, but it is non-Arabic. So when anything like Fir'aun is non-Arabic also as well. So that's why it is partially flexible. But when we say, yes.
Sorry, sir. Sorry to interrupt.
But when we say like Umaru is partially flexible, Umaru is partially flexible because it's on the pattern of Fa'alu, on the scale of Fa'alu, or we will say it is Ma'dul. That adl has been done to it, some justice has been done. Yani for some reason, some changes have been made, internal changes. That's why we call it ma'dul. So it's ma'dul and it's alam. That's why it is partially flexible.
So, sir, who then know these are also non-Arabic names, right?
Yeah, there are 6 names of the prophets which are partially flexible.
But
which are flexible. Sorry, the 6 names of the prophets. Sorry, let me explain. 6 names of the prophets, they are partially flexible, whereas the rest of the names of the prophets, they are partially flexible. 6 are flexible.
So for in summary, all the non-Arabic names, we have just to take it without any like rule behind it. Just because the Arabs have taken it partially flexible, we'll take it partially flexible.
Flexible,
or
and
they have
or
taken
the
it
reason could be
as
ujma.
flexible.
Yani they say ujma, yani this is non-Arabic.
And there's also one more reason,
like
Ustad, if
I
there are
wanted
like 3 letters and between a sukoon is there, like no.
Yes. This is too deep. Yeah, let's explain, talk about what we are talking about now, because this is a very beautiful topic, and flexible and partially flexible. There are 9 categories where a noun can be flexible or partially flexible. Yes, sister, what's your question?
I was saying that if there are non-Arabic names, so we'll just take it. I mean, for them to be flexible, we'll just take it. For now, we will not see the reason behind it. Like
as of now, that's right.
Nasr,
yes.
We don't know the reason.
Yes, that's right. Whereas the names of the prophets, 6 names are flexible, fully flexible, which is Muhammadun, wa Nuhun, Muhammadun, Nuhun, Shu'aybun, Salihun, Nuhun, completed or not, and Lutun. Okay, so 6 of them, they are fully flexible.
Okay.
Whereas the rest of the names of the prophets, all of them are partially flexible. So these 6, you can write them down, and or I'll send them in the group. So these are flexible, and there is a reason behind them, like why they are flexible. But as you said, and as you rightly said, as of now, we are not looking into the reason. We are only trying to figure out whether it is flexible or partially flexible, because this is the last lesson of book number 3 of this series of Durus al-Lughat al-Arabiyyah. But inshallah, before we reach the last lesson, we would have already covered all of these details bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. All right. Alhamdulillah, we have completed lots of exercises, and inshallah we will continue tomorrow. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khairan.